Saturday, September 9th, 12:54 p.m. New York time. Good afternoon. Going to cover the currency markets. We're going to start off with the top dog, the big dog, the U.S. dollar index. U.S. dollar index trades on one of the U.S. futures exchanges. The one I'm using is $DXY. Yep, there are different exchanges that reflect the U.S. dollar index. And this one, again, I'm using this particular one. We're looking here on a 1-year chart. Each candle is 1 week. This past week was a U.S. holiday on Monday. It was a shorter trading week. U.S. dollar is considered a safe haven currency, along with Japanese yen and Swiss franc. That alone doesn't mean they all trade in the same direction. U.S. dollar index is comprised of several large weighted currencies. Inside the U.S. dollar index on this exchange, it's represented by the euro, 57.6%. Then the Japanese yen, 13.6%, followed by the British pound, 11.9%. And then the Canadian dollar, 9.1%. And then the Swedish crown and the Swiss franc, which are smaller percentages. So again, the top 3 currency indexes that weigh the most in this index, 1 being the euro, 2 being the Japanese yen, and 3 being the British pound. For the week, it closed green, higher high, higher low than the prior week. Also closed above, it broke above this consolidation, and also took out that swing high from May 23rd. Yep. The dollar is strong like bull. The trend is up. Here's the high of the year, this yellow horizontal line. Here's the low of the year, this yellow horizontal line. It's much closer to the high of the year versus the low of the year. Also, this has been prior, this gray area, horizontal line, has been a prior supply zone being sellers. So it's coming inside and already inside a zone that has been passed, supply zone of sellers. So one should be concerned. You might have potential sellers stepping in here, people trading the other side of the market. They may be bearish trading short, or there may be people that bought sometime prior here, and they're looking to take profits. And then they take profits and maybe they'll trade inverse, trade bearish, price decline, or go into another currency. Another reason the dollar's up strong is correlation to U.S. yields, equal U.S. interest rates. When the U.S. central bank, aka the Federal Reserve, raises interest rates, it typically strengthens the U.S. dollar. And that's the same with other nations. When other nations' central banks raise their interest rates, typically strengthens their currency. The other thing I mentioned again, U.S. dollar is a safe haven currency. So there are past events, the past several days, the past week. In the nation of China, the Chinese property market is having crisis right now that can have big impact on investors negatively. Of course, some investors might be abroad. They may not even be Chinese citizens, all of them. Some of them might be people in your backyard. So again, the concern has spurred buying U.S. dollar for safe haven currency. So if you want to know more about this event playing out in the Chinese property market, I recommend you read 3 different publications, not radio, not TV, not some person's blog posts, some credible media outlets that are not all owned by the same organization, but 3 independent, separate ones that got investigating journalism from credible schools, not entertainment school, and look at one in Europe, Asia, and in North America, different media outlets, and see how they're reporting the story of the Chinese property markets. It's free, doesn't cost you anything. There's good journalism that offers this because they take donations. They don't take money from big corporate companies that influence what they report. Yeah. So again, be cautious what you read, what you're hearing. It's easier for a lie to spread faster than the truth. That's facts. Here we're on the dollar. Now look at cryptocurrency, Bitcoin. /Bravo Tango Charlie trades on the futures exchange, also trades on crypto exchanges. But here on the futures exchange, does not trade 24/7. Nope. It closes Friday, reopens Sunday nights. Well, here, the high of the year, the low of the year. We're much closer to the low of the year for Bitcoin. Sorry, I stand corrected. Here's the low of the year. Here's the high of the year. We're much closer to the swing low, this low of June. So look what it did. It closed green for the week, but lower high, lower low, trading down. Bearish, looks like distribution. Break below this swing low, be coming to midpoint here. Break below there. So again, we have a big thing going on for a sell-off. Panic selling still on cryptocurrency, Bitcoin. Be cautious. Breaking between that low could be a new problem. Again, dollar strong, trending up, crypto trending down. Let's go on to the other currencies, the major currencies that are inside the US dollar. Look at the ones that trade in the futures market. Yep, there's different exchanges you could trade currencies in. Currencies are not just traded on one exchange. Currencies trade in the futures market, the equity market, the Forex market, option market. So here we're looking at the euro. Again, 1 year's chart. Each candle's a week. We're trending down. Took out the low of last week, lower low, lower high. Broke below that consolidation. Coming into that swing low. This gray area, horizontal area, is a demand zone. Prior buyers are stepping in here. Here's the high for the year. That horizontal line. Here's the low for the year. Much closer to the low of the year. Big difference from the US dollar. They trade inverse. So this is bearish. The euro trending down against the dollar. It's one of the major financial instruments I've been day trading this week in the mornings prior to the New York session open. And I do my equity indexes. Yep, I've been trading bearish. Now we're looking at the Japanese yen. Here's the high for the year all the way up here. And we made a new low for the year. New low for the year. Extremely bearish. The Japanese yen. Again, I mentioned Japanese yen is considered one of the safe haven currencies. It doesn't necessarily mean it's going to trade the same direction as the dollar. It doesn't have to. Different reasons, different ones will go. And we already pointed out why the US dollar. It's a stronger safe haven currency than other ones. So again, new low for the year for the Japanese yen. Bearish bias. Dollar is super strong. And the money is leaving the Japanese yen, going to other currencies. Yeah, bearish bias. Coming to very close to the low of last year. And that hurts Japanese. They want to travel abroad or when they import. Now they have to pay more up front to purchase stuff abroad, make it more expensive for the economy in Japan, unless they buy homemade products that are all source material. Because again, if you source material from other countries and fabricating it your own, you still have that embedded cost. Now we'll look at the British pound, the third largest currency in the US dollar. Here's the high for the year. Here's the low for the year. Took out the low of last week, lower low, lower high, coming into that swing low, May. Again, extremely bearish. Let's continue. Australian dollar, red for the week, lower low, lower high. New low for the year. Huge consolidation for many months was occurring here. Broke below it. Now another consolidation. Smaller trading ranges, very tight. A staircase pattern, lower low. Very concerning. Well, one reason is because Australia, just like Canada, New Zealand, they are heavily weighted to commodities. There's several categories of commodities, such as two of them I'll mention here. The energy and the metals. Yep, Australia, Canada, New Zealand, other countries. They're not real diversified compared to other nations. They're much more heavily dependent on their commodities. So as metals have been going lower, it hurts the value of their currency. I made a video I posted the prior day on commodities. If you're looking to know about commodities, so you can watch that. Yep. posted the prior day. Looking at Canadian dollar, red for the week, lower low, lower high. Took out this low of April here. Closed above it, but very concerning. The trend is down, lower low, lower high. Here's the high for the year. Here's the low for the year. Swiss franc. Again, I mentioned this is a safe haven currency. Look what it did. It broke below, closed below the prior week, broke below, closed below this consolidation. Yep, that was the high of the year. And when it made that high of the year, it sold off. Here's the May low. Here's the low of the year. It's bearish. Next, Mexican peso, red for the week, lower low, lower high, broke below this consolidation, which is interesting. The prior week was the all-time high for the year. That was strength in Mexico dollar against the US dollar. Now it's selling off. Now we'll look at the US dollar, Canadian dollar. Too high for the year it made. Yep, this consolidation pumped up. So again, this is the US dollar trading up against the Chinese dollar. US dollar stronger than the Chinese dollar. Yep. Very nice. Here's the high for the year. Here's the low for the year. Those are some of the big important currencies to be aware of. Now let's go look at pairs. Look at the euro pairs. Again, the three major currencies I mentioned inside the dollar. What's euro, yen, pound. So we'll look at their currency against other ones. First, we'll look at the euro yen. Tiny little green candle for the week. Actually made a lower high, lower low. So as this trends down, that's giving strength to the yen. Here's the low for the year, high for the year. So this run-up has been in favor of the euro. But what's interesting is these little tiny candles, smaller bodies, and the smaller bodies mostly are below midpoint. Looks like distribution. We may be seeing a reversal getting ready to set up here. Very concerning. Maybe opportunity to trade bearish, short. See how things go. Euro, British pound. Yep. Huge consolidation here for the past several weeks. Still near the low of the year here. That's favor. Again, this trending down gives favor to the pound against the euro. Here's the high for the year. Euro, Canadian dollar. Red, lower low, lower high. Gaining strength. Trending down gives strength to the Canadian dollar against the euro. Still a huge consolidation here. Here's the low for the year. Here's the high for the year. See these little tiny candles, distribution. Look at that. There's a stop hunt, bearish stop hunt, fake out, and then went down. Nice. Now the euro, Swiss franc, two European currencies, and green for the week, but made a lower high, lower low. Very close to the low of the year. Again, this trending down gives strength to the Swiss franc against the euro. There's a high for the year. And the euro, Australian dollar. Green for the week. Look at this. Broke below this consolidation. Looks like distribution going down. So again, trending down is favor of Australian dollar. High for the year. Low for the year. Well, that was the euro. Let's go look at the Japanese pair, yen pairs. So we already did this one. That's the euro yen. Now let's look at the pound yen. Green for the week, higher high, higher low. And here's the high of the year. Here's the low for the year. So again, when this trends up, it's in favor of the pound. When it trends down, it's in favor of the yen. So this, look at these candles, lower highs, slowly grinding down. So this may be a sign of distribution and may be getting ready to crack and go lower, giving favor to strengthen the yen. Interesting too, because we saw that possibly with the euro. So that would be some policy, either in Europe, United Kingdom, euro, getting ready to affect their currencies to have a flight to safety to the Japanese yen. Watch those carefully. Opportunities. Canadian dollar, Japanese yen. Green, higher high, higher low, high of the year, low of the year. Trending up in favor of Canadian dollar. Nice. Swiss franc, Japanese yen, two safe haven currencies. Close yellow for the week. Inside candle means indecision, very suspicious. Tiny little candles, looks like spinning tops almost. Very suspicious. Might be getting ready to flip to go lower. Yep, it looks like it might be. And that would be in favor of the Japanese yen. So I may be considering buying me some Japanese yen, maybe for Sunday or Monday. Well, again, markets open Sunday, but I might wait till Monday. Interesting. Yep, we may be able to see something occurring here. Australian dollar, Japanese yen, two Asian nations currency. So red for the week, small little candle, little body, lower low, lower high, huge consolidation is the high for the year, low for the year. Yep. It looks like there's definitely issues here below 95. Very concerning. And it looks like it might be giving favor to the Japanese yen. And let's finish this off with the third major currency pair, the British pound. Already did these three on the top. Let's go down here. Pound Canadian dollar is the high for the year. Here's the low for the year. Tight consolidation, very tight. Not much of a range, but it closed red for the week. Lower low, lower high, giving favor to the Canadian dollar. So again, something's occurring. The European currencies, the pound, euro, Swiss franc, yeah, they're looking more bearish on those charts I've been showing you. So be concerning. We may have a flight to safety, the Japanese yen, across several major currencies. It's the summertime. What does that mean? Well, read about it. Learn. Seasonal trades. British pound, Swiss franc, inside candle for the week. Huge consolidation here. Looks like distribution. And the British pound, Australian dollar. Yep. Here's the high for the year. Here's the low for the year. So again, big whipsaw here, but it's a major consolidation up here. Interesting. The trading range definitely bearish here. So that big wick on the top. Nice. Downward to how it plays out. That's it for this video. Thanks for watching.